Yeah, hi. It's the 5th of February 2018, about 11:30 a.m. Uh, as those of you who are following me know, I'm trying to set up an online bar of a sort, and people are actually starting to call it a chat bar, a mgtow chat bar. I love the idea, and it's working way better than I could have imagined. It's only small, it's only tiny, it'll never be big, it's just tiny, like a bar, like a. You go into a bar and you've got a few people there. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Anyway, I was sitting in the bar last night, and in should wander a guy called Joe Smith, and he just said hi. He was looking at he was making a comment about a video I'd posted. I was saying in that video, I was saying I'd renamed. I'd made a mistake when I named a video. I'd called it, let's start fixing this mgtow. I should have, and I was just saying, I really should have called it, let's start helping the wounded. Like, I can't fix the system, it's a systemic thing, it's just, so I just thought, let's just see if we can help a few, guys that have been wounded. Anyway, Joe says, it's, you're living with a woman, and suddenly one day, boom, it's all over. Your life's gone to shit. And I read the comment. I felt sorry for the guy. I thought, fuck, here's another one. He's been fucked over, and he's, And I said, look, I was going to do a video. I was thinking about doing a video, Joe, and you've sort of encouraged me to do it. Anyway, it transpires. We went from one thing to the next, and he said, well, matter of fact, I'm not a wounded. I've never even been married. I don't have children. And I was a bit taken aback because I got the impression that he was a guy that was doing it a bit tough. Fair enough. Okay, so I started chatting to him, and it works out he's not going to get married. He's met a lot of people, a lot of his friends and work colleagues and what have you. No, it's no good for him. Plus, his parents divorced and doesn't want it. And it was one of those epiphanies, because I have so many bloody epiphanies. And it just suddenly struck me. I thought, hang on a bit. Just as stupid as it sounds, I hadn't realised, but there's at least two distinct classifications of men here. There are those who are mgtow before they get married, and then there are those who have come to mgtow who have left a marriage, after marriage. So I've called them, I was talking before the event and after the event. I hadn't, as stupid as it sounds, I hadn't even thought of it before. I just thought, So then I started putting two and two together. I thought, that's maybe why I have conflict with some mgtow, because they look at it like we're a group of men going in our own direction, which would be the form in that case, before marriage. I don't know, I don't know. And I'm an after marriage mgtow, so I feel I'm like a disgruntled customer that's walked out of the store, and I'll do whatever the fucking please. I don't care. But I hang with people, other fellow disgruntled people. Okay, but the guys before marriage haven't gone through the shit fight and are not going to, which is fair enough. There's just absolutely no problem with that, except I was left with, fuck, well, I can't really relate to you before marriage guys because, well, I've been married, and I'm sort of in the after marriage mgtows, so I can relate to it. So I don't really feel like I can offer you much, because I'm not on, I can't develop empathy with you. I'm not on your wavelength. And anyway, I thought about it, and I said, and I got to talking about the Japanese herbivore men, who, for want of a better name, are also mgtow, and they are just refusing to marry. They're just not going to do it. No, fuck that. I'm not going to work 60 or 80 hours a week to keep a fucking cheating wife at home. No way. Not doing it. Which is basically exactly the same as what Joe seemed to be saying, and many others like him. And I went on to say, look, they even eat pudding apparently, which in Japan is something that men don't do. And you can go just research it. It's some funny stories about them. They're funny guys, but they hang out with their mates and they play video games and what have you, and that's just the way they don't date women. And anyway, I explained all of that, and then I said, "Oh, look, Joe, look, it's been good talking to you. I have to go to bed. I was tired. I didn't even spell bed properly. I looked over the text in the morning. Anyway, so I went to bed. I just said, yeah, okay, night. Yeah, look, it's been drop by again sometime, type of thing. And I just didn't think anything of it. I was just saying, yeah, well, it's like in Japan they call it, he didn't know what herbivore men were. That's right. I had to explain it. That's where it came from. He hadn't heard of the expression before. They've been around for quite a while now. But I thought everybody knew about them. But and they're suicide in Japan. Actually, they've got their birth rate down to 1.2 or something like that. Which is clearly, for every 2 people, you're supposed to have at least 2 plus more to keep growing the population. But no, they're actually shrinking, and they've got all sorts of problems. The Japanese government don't know what to do because they won't allow others to come in either. Eventually, they'll probably have to let someone like Filipinos come in to make up the numbers to keep the country going. Yeah. So anyway, that's just the guys are just deciding, no, we've had a fuck enough of this. And the government doesn't know what to do with it. But that's all I was saying. So, okay, so you're in that sort of the herbivore, mentality. Grass eaters. That's what they call them, grass eaters. Herbivore. There must be a big slide in Japan or something. It doesn't mean much to me. Anyway, so I just said, yeah, okay, Joe, look, it's great to talk to you. I'm going to bed. I woke up this morning. Holy son of a gun. I was every rotten cunt you can imagine. I don't know, you fuck. I don't know. You'd have to. It was basically like a guy had come into the bar. We're chatting. And I said, mate, I'm tired. I've got to go to bed. And I've got to close the door now. I said, bye, off you go. And he's standing outside the bar, saying, fuck you, fuck you. Then, it's your fucking stick jam, you pub up your ass, as far as I'm concerned. Fucking. It was just like that. That's what guys do when you say, look, mate, I'm tired, I've got to go to bed. It's 3 a.m. You're having a good time. I'm sober. But it was it was in that sort of spirit. And at first, when I first read it, you get a bit fucking, what the fuck? I looked at it, what the fuck? Where did that come from? And I was, Jesus, and I spent an hour. Honestly, I made breakfast and that sort of thing. I thought, because I read over it and I thought, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I haven't offended him in any way. There's just nothing there for him to react this way. It's just totally out of the blue. And frankly, it reminded me of the way a woman reacts. You get that sort of feeling like, fuck you. And I looked at it, I thought about it, and I thought, actually it's exactly the same way as my wife used to react. And I never knew what she was fucking on about. Whoops. I never knew. And it was just, look, I'm going to put the conversation in the description. A link to the conversation in the description, or into that video. You can read it yourself. Now, but and there's nothing there to say that I've done anything wrong. It's just I was just talking to him, trying to work out where he was coming from. I've realised that two groups of men, and I can't really do anything to support you, or I don't feel I can, and blah blah blah. You can read it all yourself. It's and if you like, it's a microcosm of a whole marriage. It's shrunk down into one conversation because we met and got divorced all in that. It was pretty fast. But perfect. absolutely perfect to illustrate. I'll use it, I hope you don't mind, Joe, but I'm going to refer to that conversation with a lot of videos because it really encapsulates the whole thing of marriage. You know, I could go to say, look, you know, it's the same as a marriage. You're tied to a woman, and then she starts doing all these irrational things, and you can't get away from her. And you look at what happened. You think, I've done nothing wrong. Why is she behaving this way? And I had all sorts of going to go on this tangent, that tangent, that tangent. Then the penny dropped. I thought, oh fuck it. This guy's lonely. He's lonely, and he's having a chat. And I'm chatting back to him. I'm responding to him on a YouTube vid. We're chatting, you know, back and forth. Yeah. And he's sort of agreeing. I say, yeah, I'm not in your boat, but I can understand you. And then I've said, oh, look, mate, I'm tired. I've got to go to bed. That's when he's lost it, and he's got the shits because he's left alone. He's lonely again. He's like, and I'll bet you any money you like, he sat there and said, fuck it. You know, just like the guy who comes in, sitting in the bar late at night, having a fucking drink. You know, him and the barman. You know, all the bar owner. And then the bar owner says, yeah, I've got to go to bed. And then this guy gets the shit, fuck it. And I thought, fuck it, he's lonely. And then I thought, well, if he's lonely, then fuck it, my wife must have been lonely. In fact, my kids must have been lonely. And it changed everything. And I've been just sitting here for an hour thinking, fuck, I'd never seen it that way before. Because I was too busy thinking I was lonely. Okay, so... And then I thought, well, if he reacted that way, that was the same way as my wife reacted. I'm assuming he's a guy. Oh, you know, it doesn't matter. It's nothing to do with sex. You know, it's male or female, that sort of sex. I thought, well, maybe it's just he's lonely and he's got the shits. I know, I feel it myself. Sometimes you just say, fuck, I feel it just hits me. You know, there's nobody to talk to or something. And it opened up a whole, fucking green screen, opened up a whole new way of thinking. And I thought, well, this will be the end of the YouTube vids. Because if we realise there's loneliness, if we all realise there's loneliness, then there's no need for them anymore. Because we'll just get somebody and we'll realise that and we won't let them feel lonely and we'll tell them when we feel lonely. We'll just be honest about it. But it was just, I don't know, maybe it's, you know, I feed on comments here and that one conversation, you know, it's given me a banquet because it's all there. It's all, everything that a man feels with a woman is in that conversation. It's two men talking. It's all there, you know, and it's even down to, he says, you know, as a stab at me, well, little wonder you haven't got many subscribers. You know, if I would say to him, Joe, I actually don't want that many subscribers. I can't respond to that. I'm feeding off comments. It's like a little intimate bar. I don't want 10,000 fucking subscribers, you know, and 8,000 comments because I can't. It's like having a little intimate bar with 8,000 people in there. If you can get the drift, you know. No, because I couldn't give a fuck about the views or subscribers. I'm here to actually find some answers. You know, there could be a chance I could even get my bloody family back, okay? And that's more important to me than a fucking bunch of bloody YouTube subscribers. Sorry to say it, but I mean, I'd rather have them back if I can find out what the fuck happened. It's probably way too late now, but that's more important to me, finding an answer and hopefully a fucking solution to my own problems than getting a bunch of subscribers. If you want to unsubscribe, yep, that's fine. Don't come to the bar again. That's okay. That's cool. But I'm not here to get subscribers. I know you only did it out of spite and nastiness because, yeah, you were lonely and you wanted somebody to talk to. You're having a good time chatting, you know, to someone on YouTube, and I left and you got the shits. I can understand that. But Joe, whatever the case, whatever happens, can you stop just don't attack men. All right, we're getting attacked enough. All right, it's kind of like, yeah, you're in a subgroup of men and we're in a different group and you're attacking us, but we're still men, okay? You know, I'm trying not to attack women. I'm trying to not to attack, other men. I definitely won't attack other men. I won't attack you. But can you stop doing it, please? It's not helping the situation. It's actually just fanning the flames, making Google and the media richer and richer and bigger and huger. You're just pouring more bloody. We've got a bushfire going, and you're pouring petrol on it by doing that. Just stop attacking men. Okay, just don't attack. Find another way to deal with the problem. All right, and if we all start doing that and settle, we can start finding solutions. We've got a major problem here. For you, me, everybody, all the women as well, everybody has got a problem, except maybe a few executives, a few rich people. All right? But the rest of us have got a problem. And I'm starting to think, largely due to your conversation, and thanks for it, it could well be stemming from loneliness. I'm going to pick up the theme of it. I think it's probably, there's something in it. It's loneliness. And if you weren't lonely and you were happy, well, then you wouldn't be attacking people, would you? You wouldn't even be on YouTube, in all honesty. Okay, you'd be playing with your little boy. You'd have a little boy or a little girl, or 2 or 3, and you'd be playing with them. You wouldn't be on YouTube trying to pick on old men. But anyway, hopefully it's going to help. You upset me a bit for a while. Yeah, you did get me, but that's the beauty of asynchronous of communication. I had time to think about it, really well. It wasn't heat of the moment. I had time to think about it, and that's the idea of the bar. To try and settle things down and try and create some harmony and togetherness. But yeah, it's please just don't attack men anymore. Just don't attack them. We've been attacked enough. We're wounded already. You're attacking wounded men. All right. Okay. I'll see you. Bye.